Maido! Hi there, Japan fans! In today's show, we're going to talk about the main body of our talk. Present, Master Shimashou. This is the 5th year for the Presentation Japan Series podcast. We are beaming around the world to you from sunny Minato-ku in Tokyo. I'm your host, Dr. Greg Story, your corporate coaching and training guide committed to your success, the president of Dale Carnegie Training Tokyo, Japan, and the 3-time best-selling author of Japan Sales Mastery, Japan Business Mastery, and Japan Presentations Mastery. My new book, in Japanese, Za Eigyo, is now available on Amazon. Through this podcast, I want to help you become a better speaker who is clear, confident, persuasive, and highly influential with those around you. Don't forget to subscribe and share this podcast with your family, friends, and colleagues. We are not being sponsored by Libsyn, but we value your privacy, which is why we have our podcast hosted by Libsyn, who, unlike many other podcast hosts, have a strict policy that does not allow access to your private information by anyone. Here is our daily podcast lineup on iTunes. Mondays, the Cutting Edge Japan Business Show. Tuesdays, the Presentations Japan Series. Every second Tuesday, the Business Tatsujin no Oshie Show. Wednesdays, the Sales Japan Series. Thursdays, the Leadership Japan Series. Every second Thursday, the Business Pro Podcast Show. Fridays, the Japan Business Mastery Show. And Saturdays, Japan's top business interviews. This is episode number 268. Today we're talking about designing the main body of our talk. In some recent episodes, we looked at how to open the presentation. Today, we're going to look at designing the main body of our talk. The design process of our talks is counterintuitive. We always start with the end, then do the main body, and then the opening last. The close defines the key message we want to impart to the audience. The opening breaks through all the competition for our audience's attention. The main body is made up of the chapters of the talk. In a 30-minute to 40-minute speech, we can probably get through 3 to 5 key points to back up our key assertion. This is where we make our case, so it has to be well planned. In the main body, we need a lot of evidence. We will deal with evidence in much more detail next week. The key is to focus on the strongest supporting arguments to back up our key message. There will be many choices about how to make the main argument, but we have limited time, so only choose the strongest possible content. I support the Japan Market Expansion Competition, JMEC, here in Japan. I advise teams on how to write and present their business plans in order to win the competition. Often, I notice that there are real gems, actual diamonds in their main body, but they're being trampled into the mud and you have trouble noticing or appreciating them. We have to identify our strongest points supporting our contention and then give that evidence pride of place so that the listener gets the point immediately. We should never make the audience work hard to understand what we are saying. Audiences have decreasing levels of concentration, so we need to get the gems up the front to hook the listener's interest. This keeps them with us for the rest of the talk. Like a good novel, the chapters need to logically flow into each other. We have to make sure the audience can follow our line of reasoning. The way we navigate the story for the listeners is critical. Using stories to illustrate our points is a must. Dry statistics and facts are not enough. People won't remember them, but they will remember a gripping story. Try to get people, places, and seasons into the story, preferably those already known to the audience. Our objective is that the audience can picture the scene in their minds. Remember, we're all being fed a steady diet of videos, films, and novels where the power of the story is taken to the greatest heights. In the visual media, writers for these works are often crafting away in high-powered teams and getting paid a lot of money to find ways of driving us into the story and keeping us in their grip throughout. Then, we occasional speakers turn up to give our little talk. We have to understand we are competing with the professionals, and the audience is expecting us to be professional as well. If we cannot match their expectations, then our personal and professional brands are damaged. Find out more. We come back from the break. Our show today is brought to you by our public programs, but we also do custom-made in-house classes. Now, we do them in our super safe classroom, we do them live online, and we do them in Japanese, and we do them in English. Our show today is brought to you by our Dale Carnegie course. It's a 12-week-long main program. It starts on the 2nd of February. High Impact Presentations, 2-day program, starts on the 3rd of February. Confident English, that's a 4-week program, starts on the 8th of February. Leadership Training for Managers, we're doing the 3-day version, that starts on the 14th of February. And the Dale Carnegie course 3-day version is also available on the 16th of February. Check out our website at www.dale-carnegie, carnegie.co.jp. Lots and lots of value for you there. Now, to do better in Japan, email me at greg.story@dalecarnegie.com. Get my best-selling books, Japan Sales Mastery, that's the Bible for selling in Japan, and Japan Business Mastery, and my new book, Japan Presentations Mastery. If you like learning by watching videos, there are over 1,000 there for you at Tokyo, Japan, Dale Carnegie TV on YouTube. We release 3 TV shows every week on YouTube. The Cutting Edge Japan Business Show, which is the premier business show in Japan, comes out Mondays. Fridays, the Japan Business Mastery Show, and Saturdays, Japan's top business interviews, where I interview leaders in Japan from SMEs all the way up to the corporate captains of industry on one topic, leading in Japan. Every second Thursday, we release the Business Pro Television Show. Don't forget, you can email me at greg.story@dalecarnegie.com. Welcome back. The unveiling of the main body has to be well thought through. Each chapter needs a change of pace. It might be raising our energy or going the other direction and lowering the tension. It doesn't matter which way we go, but we cannot keep going at the same pace throughout the whole talk. We need variation to keep people with us. In sales, we talk about designing hooks to jag the interest of the buyer. Presenting is the same. We need hooks that will jag the interest of the audience, and they will be wanting to know what comes next. This doesn't happen by chance. We need to carefully design these hooks. For example, we might start a chapter of the main body with a statement, "Losing $10 million was the best education I ever received in business." Everyone hearing that wants to hear the rest of the story. What happened to you? Why did you lose the 10 million? Why was it such a great education? What happened next? This is an example of a power hook. We need a series of these scattered throughout our chapters. If we can do that, then the main body will never be a drag on the attention of the audience. If you do it well, they will be on the edge of their seats, eager to find out what we're going to say next. If we don't, the audience will be reaching for their phones to escape to the siren call of the internet. The main body does all of the heavy lifting to make our case. It is also the segment which occupies the majority of the time for the talk. So it must be crafted extremely well. Break it down into segments or chapters and pile on the evidence. Don't just read out a bunch of dry data points. Get the assembled data into stories which will resonate with the audience. I once had to read the Australian Ambassador Ashton Calvert's speech in Japanese when I was Consul General in Osaka, as he couldn't make the event. These types of speeches are prepared by embassy staff for the ambassador. It was a classic tale of trade statistics and no stories. I was giving this speech, thinking to myself, we could have done a lot more with this content to make it more engaging and grab the emotions of the audience. Departing from the script in that type of case would get you fired, so you have to do it word perfect. An opportunity gone begging was my conclusion, and a good lesson for me when preparing my own talks. The main body has the advantage of following your grabber opening, so you have everyone's attention. Don't blow it. Keep the hooks coming in the chapters of the main body and keep the audience with you right through to the end. Thank you for joining the Presentations Japan series. If you got value from today's show, spread the love around and share it with your family, friends, and colleagues. Don't forget to subscribe and share this podcast. Immediately apply what you have learned today, use it, and go out there and become a presentations legend. Remember, I'm your corporate coaching and training guy in your corner, committed to your success here in Nippon.